What's that, John? Oh, it's a canister of nitrous oxide. Where did I get it? Fly tipped, box of 12 of them, empty, outside my house. Not as a message, it was, I saw the same box fly tipped round the corner and someone moved them round the corner. And they suddenly ended up on my doorstep. And there's lots of these around. Now, this is NO2. This is it's used for all nature of things. Laughing gas, as they would call it. Now, this, right, usually you'd find little bottles that are used to blow up balloons, right? Everywhere, hundreds of them. Certain car parks and places, people just use them as central fly tipping points, and little canisters, because they're so low to the ground when they get tipped out, they don't seem like a great big eyesore, and you go up close to them, you're like, what the hell are all these? And say someone comes along with a sweeping brush. But these things you can't just throw in your wheelie bin because they're a pressurized container. This gets crushed or melted, heated up, punctured, like they fucking have. This is something that literally could have someone's eye out, hurt someone. So it's like you can't throw this in your wheelie bin. Why? Because if machinery crunches it, they'll get an almighty bang. It's like it could damage their equipment, so they won't take it from you. You can't just buy these things. You need this is a controlled substance. It's not illegal to take this stuff, but it's illegal to obtain it and use it for this purpose of selling it to kids. And I look at them little bottles, and then I look at this. There's 12 of them outside. So it's like, this is what the kids are into these days around here. They've abandoned the more traditional drugs, and this is what they're into. And these are industrial quantities of it being consumed. Do you know the gateway drug to this is? Let me tell you something, right, that you might not know, because you guys are, I don't know, most of you guys are probably from the right side of the tracks. On my side of the tracks, there's a class of junkie that we call a proper wreckhead. Now, a proper wreckhead is someone who doesn't need alcohol or drugs, as you might describe them, like your normal stuff, your weed and your cocaine. No, it doesn't need that, because it's not instantaneous enough. He's into solvents. In fact, he's into anything that he can get a buzz off. Those guys also like, I've known a few of these fucking insufferable wreckheads. I've worked with them. One or two of them have been quite smart people, very, very streetwise. And it'd be a matter of knowing everything in the fucking house that you can get a buzz off. And it's like the bastards will have your furniture cleaner. You'll be having a bath first thing in the morning, get ready to go to work. Reach for your deodorant can and it's fucking empty. And it's like, that fucking bastard huffed it, didn't he? When he came up saying he was having a piss. He wasn't coming up for a piss, he was trying to get smashed on whatever I had, aerosol can wise, in my bathroom. Those people, it's like you turn up, to do your once a year fucking furniture polish, and your furniture polish is fucking gone. Like, oh, where did that magically disappear? And it's like someone who's a fucking wreckhead. They're bad, because they get addicted to it just like anything else. And it's like those fuckers end up like really bad. Why? Because the things they're using to get high off are giving them brain damage. Right, this stuff, right, it's been used as an anaesthetic at times in the past, this stuff, in large enough quantities. An anaesthetic, right? But it's not one that you should use very often. And you can go up and read about this, and it's got written all over this stuff. Causes brain damage in humans. It's like there's no escape from it. No one's immune to this fucking stuff. It's like if you get people, you're talking about bottles the size of this. People be like huffing it like. It's like, I don't think it does them any good. And when you consider the way my mind goes, knowing this town and knowing how cheap this is likely as a fucking drug, 12 and 13 and 14-year-olds are on it. And what was the gateway drug for being a wreckhead and on the chemic, right? Chemic. Fucking vaping, innit? The kids have gone from vaping instead of smoking. And instead of like, getting in with drug dealers and buying weed like kids do, yeah? Well, the drug dealers, the same fucking people, have got this stuff now because they just jump straight on the newest thing. This isn't this is fucking, this is the same guys. This is just private, this is drug dealer enterprise, this. It's what it is. Same people. And they'd be like, I wonder if these things have got serial numbers on as to where they can be fucking traced because you have to have a license to buy them. You think there'd possibly be a system to track one down, wouldn't you? It's like there's codes on it. Serial numbers. That's the best before date, isn't it? That's my eyes for you. I could see it in the screen. So see, could be a product barcode, could be an audit trail. We don't know. You can't just buy these. You have to have a reason to have them. And obviously because it's the easiest fiddle in the world, isn't it? It's just free money. Someone who's got the right kind of establishment to be allowed to buy this, like a publican or someone who owns a restaurant, they're purchasing these. And whoever's selling them such massive quantities of this stuff is turning a blind eye to it's not crime, is it really? To a fiddle. But at the far end of it, kids with undeveloped minds. I don't like kids taking drugs, mate. I've seen how they've ended up. And it's bad. 13 and 14-year-old kids who've been on LSD. It's bad. It's like I know someone who went on an LSD trip when he was 14 and just never fucking came home. He's still there. Gone at the game. Insane. It's like you don't give drugs to kids, and it's like, okay, where does that stop and start? This stuff is known to give you brain damage, and if you're a kid with all the same susceptibilities as kids who take other drugs, like you shouldn't be smoking weed when you're a little kid. It'll do you massive harm. What do you think this stuff does? Same kid, same brain physiology. You don't hear a word said about it. It's like no one gives a fuck. It's like, oh, we've got enough trouble without noticing that kids are getting wrecked on a poisonous gas because it's cheap. They've been turned into wreckheads. It's like be someone who's got themselves a bit of a taste for this stuff. And you could get chronically addicted to this stuff. We're weeks away from seeing it. We're probably seeing it now, but no one's really talking about it. Or they're calling it something different. Where people are chronically addicted to this stuff and in a spiral of it causing brain damage. It's like, this is untested. We're in a new place where people are huffing nitrous oxide. That's Rochdale, mate. It's like you'll never hear a word said of it. I've never seen anything in the media or anything reported on television. You know, the kids are all into laughing gas, and it's big, and it's the canisters that they just fly tip all over the place. So, a good old guide. There's a dozen of these out. There's this and 11 more. There's a dozen of these outside. How many people get smashed for a week off one of these? This is like fucking big pressurized gas container made to last. Don't know what the value of one of these things is. It's like, but as soon as you start knocking this out, in doses, what's your profit margin going to be on a product like this? But say, no one's picked up on it. I don't think people. It will take for the town to be inflicted by some weird shit going on where they're dealing with like wreckheads, when they get on other stuff as well. When they get a big cocktail and everything, they're like, "Get away from me," walking around fucking naked. It's going to take for people to go into some severe drug psychosis for them to take notice that, what the fuck is this? Has this guy been on? Oh, he's been on gas. You should say, fucking, you know, you see certain times where you'll see someone in like a homeless person collapsed in a doorway, and you think, oh, he's drunk. We don't seem to hear any drink about, but he's like absolutely waxed off his fucking face. It's like you've been smoking that spice and it fucking bang. First time you take it and it's real fucking crazy. It's like, this isn't weed. Bang. Before you realise you're smoking chemicals on you. Like, bang. I've known folk who've gone unhinged off that spice stuff. It put fucking ideas in, like, ideas start appearing in their head, crazy shit, and you're like, fuck me. Spice do things to them. They have side effects of being poisoned, but they're wrecked as well. It's like, oh, I feel like I've got ants all over me. It's like, yeah, you've been poisoned, mate. Well, you'll see them wrecked in the street, and it's like, used to put that down to that PCP stuff. As to where people used to talk to me about that, you know, drug fucking. Because I used to know some wreckheads who knew everything there was to know about what did what. Fucking idiots who had like boxes they'd pull out, like an old fucking tin, and it'd be full of all kinds of drugs. This stuff, the connoisseurs of the world, they look at that, the connoisseurs of the world look at that guy, it's like, could be on fucking ether. No one gets that fucking drunk. Not in a bar. It's hard to get that drunk sat outside drinking with cans. Hard to get that drunk. You see them collapse like that, and it's like, yeah, they're in a narcotic-induced fucking coma on chemicals. It's fucking bad when ease, right? Likely the risk of moving them around become, because no one gives a fuck about that. Although I did know a really good footballer who lost his career because he knew someone he could get like 12 for £4 off, and he quite liked him, and everyone else did. And because he knew someone who could get him 12 for £4, it was a matter of, it was quite easy to stick a finger on him and say, "You're a dealer." No, he knows, he knows someone who can buy it, where he can get 12 for £4. Like, he was just a guy who knew the guy. lost his football career. Very good young player. It's like, if you say you could just put him on a telly and just give him a ball and people would watch him play. He was brilliant. No career anymore. Some fucking old git who didn't know thing one about drug anything in a pub saw him, knew who he was, and decided to ruin his career for him by ringing up the football club. I've got a complaint about one of your players. Boom! So it's like, even though the E's are just disco biscuits, they're just, everywhere. It's like, do you fancy an E? No, you're all right. They're everywhere and cheap, plentiful. Well, there's risks to them. You're in a lot of trouble for them. And as well as that, your target, if you've got them, people steal them, they're worth nicking. So it's like they do carry an element of risk and get in trouble for them. It's like this stuff. The laws haven't been written yet. So it's like, now all these kids have got used to sucking on chemic. They can adapt them to any kind of sucking on chemic. Whatever next. It's like, how far are we away from Panorama? Have you seen the state of these fucking kids? They're all absolutely smashed out of the faces. What are they on? It's almost a spoof to suggest it might happen. It'd be like an Alan Partridge thing, wouldn't it? That, the authorities in this country would be responsible enough as to say, "Oh, the kids have moved on to something that's dangerous for them," and we've identified a new class of drug dealer who's really doing well and not paying a penny of tax. Although someone's paying VAT on them bottles, aren't they? So maybe that makes it right.